In today's video, we're going to be doing a challenge where we use a unit from every world. Of course, there are 8 worlds, so we will be removing 2 of them and only using 6. This video was suggested to me by MQNZ. I'll have his channel linked down below in the description, and I appreciate the video idea. If you enjoyed the video, consider leaving a like and subscribing, and of course, if you have any ideas, always feel free to leave them down below. Of course, I do have a team set up that I think will give us the highest chance of getting wave 50 in the Ant Kingdom map. Of course, that will be our goal of this video, and if we don't get it, we don't get it. But if we do get that, then we have completed our challenge. Now, first up, we are going to be using Bulma. Now, Bulma is from Dragon Ball, so that will be 1 world down. Of course, next up, we are going to be using Erwin from Attack on Titan. And then we're going to be skipping a few ahead, and we're going to be using Stark from Bleach. So if I could find Stark real quick, here he is. So we're going to be using Stark. That will be very good for damage, of course. And then our first 2 units are mostly support. And we are going to be using Erwin's for probably airs. I don't think we'll run into any issues with airs, but we'll have to find out. Then we're going to be using Katakuri from One Piece. And this is going to be our support. Hopefully get us a little bit further with that slow, which will be a big W. We're going to be using Arima from Tokyo Ghoul, like so. And then finally, from Hunter x Hunter, we are going to be using Gon. The reason is because just a little bit of extra air support just in case our Erwins cannot take care of it on their own. So overall, this is a very solid team. We have some good damage dealers and some good supports, and of course we have our money unit, which is probably the most important part. Like I was just mentioning, for today's challenge, we will be doing Ant Kingdom Infinite and seeing if we can get to wave 50, which of course is our goal. And it seems like the new Anime Adventures update should hopefully be coming out soon. So if you guys want to take a guess on the next anime, or what you think is going to be in the next update, feel free to do so down below in the comments. I would love to see your guesses, and hey, if you get your guess right, I'll come back to this video, and as long as you guessed actually before the update dropped, I'm going to be pinning your comment. I'm sorry that I did miss the upload yesterday. I wasn't feeling the best, and I didn't want you guys to hear kind of a raspy voice in my video. Of course, I'm still not to my fullest, but that's alright. I don't think it's as bad as it was yesterday. Now, I do kind of have a strat, an idea for this. Of course, we'll be placing our Gons where we always do over in this corner. We'll be using Starks at early game kind of to just fend off all the enemies while we farm to get our maxed out money. We're quickly just going to get everything we can placed down, and then once we get all of the placement, we will actually start upgrading. The reason I do this is whenever I have Erwins, I always place my Erwins first and then fit everything inside of the Erwin range, because of course that will be our buff. So I'm going to do that this time. Basically, all I would do, let's say, I know I want my Gons over here, so I'm going to place my Erwin probably about here. I'm going to make sure that all 3 of these fellas reach over there. So we're going to place 1 more right here. And then I'm basically going to make sure all of my units are in this buff range. That's what I'm going to do when I set up all my units. And then once I'm done setting up all my units, I'll be able to upgrade my units to get our defense up there. And then we'll just be waiting to try to get to wave 50. And hope we don't get a rage ant. Another great thing with bringing Erwins on this map is every time I do a challenge in this map, I always have to rush my Gon to full AoE because that's when he can hit flying units. But in this case, I can actually just use our Erwins to hit the flying units. So I have time to actually not spend all of my money instantly on my Gons, which is really helpful because if we do get rage ant wave 10, this time, we won't have just our Gon, we'll actually have other units with better DPS to try to make sure we take care of him. If you ever use Stark, do make sure you put him on last, he's line AoE. Make sure you set him up in a good spot for his line AoE to be working. Of course, on the Bleach map at the start, there's that really long bridge, and that was totally made for Stark because his line AoE perfectly fits that bridge. It's crazy. But on this map, it's a little bit harder to tell where to place him. My placement, obviously not the best. I'd actually rather have him down here because then when he's shooting, right, his weapon, whenever he attacks, he's going to be going right down here in the line. It's going to hit all of these people. Whereas over here, he's actually going diagonal. So it's like this. You're missing all of this path. So I actually don't know why I placed him here. Probably my fault there. But these ones are doing a little bit better because they are on the left side, as you can see. But this fella is a little bit off. We are already at wave 10, and we have all of our units placed down and our Bulma maxed out. Basically, I'm going to be upgrading my Erwins to start off because if we do get a boss that is maybe fast, if we get Rage Ant, we may have a chance because we do have our Erwins up now. We got Butterfly. Okay. That is totally winnable. Of course, Butterfly, not the easiest boss, but definitely not the hardest. I feel like Rage Ant is a little bit harder, but Butterfly is really close to him. When Butterfly dies, they spawn a bunch of little mini butterflies, and they have a good bit of HP. so it's pretty hard to deal with, but I think we'll be fine here. Our Starks are pretty buffed up on damage, and of course we have our Irwins ready at any time. They will be summoning horses over and over and over again, so hopefully the butterfly will die. I think we'll be fine. Already at 30,000. The only thing I'm a little bit worried about is all the little thins that they summon, and you know, when those are summoned, even if they get through, our Irwins, I hope, will take care of it. And butterfly's about to go down. Here we are, one more attack, and there we are. And you can see that there are a bunch of butterfly spirits with a good bit of HP. So what we're going to do to counter this is just max out our Irwins, and I think we'll be fine. We can also move one of our Starks over to first. There we are. That will help a little bit, not too much, but yeah, there's barely any HP left there. We're all good. We'll just kill this wind ant, and then we have those butterfly spirits to deal with. I have mentioned this in my past few videos, but for future videos, I want to start making challenges with you guys at the chance of winning some Robux. So if you have any challenge ideas, leave them down below. I would love to hear them, because the quicker I get a good challenge idea, the quicker I can record that video, and the quicker you guys can earn some Robux. So if you want to be included in those challenges, join my Discord server, linked down below in the description, and then make sure you go to the verify page, make sure you verify, and then go to reaction rules and get the challenge pin. Then whenever I make a challenge, I will pin you guys. For some challenges, you will need to be able to record, but not all. So of course, if you don't have the computer to record, don't worry about it. Some challenges you'll still be able to participate in, but just not all of them. Now that we have our Starks up to the area where they are not the massive line AoE, we're going to get a few of our Gons maxed out, probably 1 or 2, and then we're going to be moving back to our Starks and getting them maxed out. And I've seen this question a lot, so I do want to say I do have a pop filter. I don't know why my mic sounds like it doesn't, but I do have a pop filter and it is on a boom arm. So I don't really know what to say about whatever you guys are hearing in the videos, but if I heard something, I probably would have tried to fix it. But personally, when I'm editing, I don't really hear anything, so I don't know what's going on there. We got a secret boss, wave 18, let's go. I feel like I never get secret bosses, it's crazy, let's go. Nice, except for this area, there is no secret unit, so I can't really shiny hunt anything. It's just getting the Kai Evo item, which I'm a little bit disappointed in. I think it would have been cool to have a secret unit still, because I love hunting the shiny version of that. And I mean, I guess we're not getting that this update, which is fine. Maybe next update, we're just gonna have to wait and see. Wave 20, we got Radiant. Probably not good. I don't know. Can we beat Radiant? This is a good question. I have never beat a Wave 10 Radiant. I always die to it. So it'd be cool if I could beat him, but I don't know, man. I don't know. I mean, once he gets out of his shield form, he goes really fast, and he's not even close to being out of his shield form. I don't really feel too good about this. Personally, I don't think we're winning, but I don't know. Guess we're gonna have to find out. I am gonna put all of these guys to first. I need to make sure that we are damaging this Radiant, because he is a big threat right now. We're so close to the upgrade. We just need a few more dollars. We'll be able to get this second upgrade here. And then we're probably just gonna have to, honestly, I don't know what we're gonna be doing. We have to try our best to kill this Radiant. I want to make sure we kill him, but there's really no guarantee. He's unbelievably fast. It's really crazy how fast he is. And he has 300,000 HP. Come on. We can do it. If we get a few more attacks off with our Starks here, I think our Irwins can probably handle the rest. But I guess we'll just have to wait here. Just give us under 50k and our... Yeah, okay. No, we did it. I've actually never beat a Radiant. That's really cool. We got Radiant. That is a big W. Of course, Radiant is the biggest warrior when it comes to doing this run. He is the one who always ends my run. So we're gonna hope we don't get him at wave 30, but I mean, there's no guarantee. We could get unlucky and just get him over and over again, which would really suck. But now that I have 2 of our guns maxed out, we're going to be going back and trying to get all of our Starks maxed out, and hopefully we'll have them maxed out before wave 30. Wave 30, and we got Officer Ant, so I am definitely pretty sure we are going to be killing him. I don't think we'll have any issues with the Officer Ant. And we only have 1 more Stark to max out, and then we'll be all done with them, and we can focus on some other units. And yeah, I mean, the Officer Ant is literally getting absolutely destroyed. It's crazy how hard he is getting wrecked. So he's going to be no problem. We'll take him out here in a second. And it's also nice that we have some Spirit Wolves now that we're getting our Starks maxed out, which really helps with a good solid bit of damage when it comes to air units and, I mean, overall, just any unit. So, of course, we will be taking down the Officer Ant. Our goal is to get wave 50. Once we get wave 50, that will be our goal reached. Because wave 50 is where you get that daily infinite gem bonus, which of course that is why I made that the goal point. I didn't know if this team could make it that far, and I still don't know if it can, because I mean in reality we really only have 2 damage units, and we have a few supports, and then we have our money unit. I mean Arima for sure is a damage unit, but just not as much as these other new units that have a lot more damage. So we're going to keep rolling and hope that we can get to wave 50. I'll check in at wave 40. We now have everything we want maxed out so far, besides the Arimas, of course. All 3 of our Gons, all 3 of our Starks, and all of our Irwins. We max out our Arimas, and then we pretty much just have to sit back and hope that we can make it all the way up to wave 50. We are at wave 40. We're going to hope we get an easy boss, because if we don't, that could totally determine if we get to wave 50 or not. Ideally, we don't get someone that is Butterfly or Radiant. I mean, any other boss, and I bet we can deal with them. So, let's just hope we don't get Butterfly or Radiant, and we should be completely fine. Just have to wait and see what boss we get. As long as we don't get those 2, I don't think we'll lose. Even if we get those 2, we may be able to kill them. I don't know, though. I know we have a good bit of def, and there we are. We got Condor. Totally no problem. We'll kill him off, and we will continue moving on here. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, why does he only have 800,000 HP? He doesn't do anything special. He's kind of slow. He has 800,000 HP. I mean, he's just easy. I don't know what to say about him. There's nothing that really makes him a challenging boss. And so far, we got 2 of our Arimas maxed out. We're continuing to go. Hopefully, we can get all of them maxed out before wave 50. And actually, there is no wave 50 boss, so I think we'll be fine. We're going to sell around wave 48, because by the time they get to the end, it will be wave 50, and that will be our challenge completed. We made it to wave 48, so now we will start selling, and hope we're not doing it too early, because if we're doing it too early, then that is not good, because we will not make it to wave 50. So I'm just going to sell a few units. I'm going to do it kind of slowly, because they'll start to leak through, but I think we'll still be able to kill just a few. And this will allow us to just, you know, let them get through a little bit. And then once we reach wave 49, we are definitely going to be selling. I want to make sure I don't accidentally not make it to wave 50 by selling too early. So I'm just going to play it a little bit safe and I won't be selling until we reach wave 49. Of course, we are going to be letting units through just like this. This is exactly what I wanted. We're going to be letting them through. And there we are, wave 49. So we will now be selling everything off. And I'm pretty sure by the time we lose, we should be wave 50. I think I'll keep my Irwins up. And just in case, right? Just in case something happens, I'm actually going to place 3 Coyotes, or 3 Starks there. And I will place a few Gons as well. And I'll be able to max those out whenever we need in case something happens. One thing I do wish this game had, which would be really, really cool, and I don't think it's that hard to make, would have upgrade and sell keybinds. Like, how hard is it to make it so when you hit delete, your unit sells? Or how hard is it to make it so when you hit Q, you upgrade your unit? It would be a lot easier to quickly micro all of your units whenever needed. So I kind of wish that was a thing, but unfortunately I don't believe it is. But hey, you never know, maybe it can become a thing in the future. A little bit worried here, these officer ants are getting kind of close and we're not getting wave 50 yet. So let's just do this. We're just gonna do this casually. Probably not the smartest idea to sell. I thought that maybe the track was long enough to stall, but I guess not. I guess it wasn't. Go on, just give us, there we are. Alright. I think we would have been fine. I was a little bit paranoid there, but there we are. All the way up to wave 50. Why is the timer frozen? Wait a second. Hey. Yo, whoa. What's happening? Why is it frozen like that? Wait a second. No. Wait, that's not fair. Hey. No, this doesn't count. This shouldn't count. What is this? What? How are you gonna tell me I'm not gonna complete my challenge because of that? Are you serious? Like, what? Why is it frozen? No, I don't accept that. The challenge is completed, alright? That was cheap. That was cheap. It didn't skip the wave for me. I have auto skip on and it just sat at 29 seconds. So, we're gonna say that we got to wave 50 because that was not fair. That was definitely not on me. But yeah, that is gonna do it for today's video. Of course, if you have any future video suggestions, let me know down below in the comments. Appreciate you guys watching to the end, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.